So, you like supercharger whine? Well, so do I. So I picked up the Foster mod kit. Just a quick review of what it comes with. I've already installed it, but we'll go over what else I have left here. So on the Shelbys, they have the plug here, whereas on the Coyotes on the S197, they actually have a sound tube. On the Shelbys, they just stuck a plastic plug in there to seal the hole up. Now, for putting the tube into the car, they want you to drill, and that was the part that hurt me the most. You want me to drill into my Shelby. I don't know about that. But right in there, they want you to drill it out a little bit bigger so you can fit this grommet in there. And they also provide a step bit in the kit, which is pretty useful. I've used it for a little bit more than this kit. But yeah, they want you to stick that grommet into the car after you drill into it. And I wasn't really up for that. So, alternatively, I found that I could just stick the screen piece, I guess you could call it. I don't know the actual name for it. In from the inside of the car, and if you push it through and put the hose on, it actually just kind of seals itself and you don't have to drill at all. I really would recommend doing it this way if you do not want to drill into your car. It's not picture perfect, as it does wiggle a little bit, but it definitely is not going to be making any wind noise. So then you just kind of round this up with the hose, and then the second part, you got to drill into your intake. I know a lot of you are just like, oh, that hurts the soul. And trust me, drilling into the super big on, or whatever JLT calls this, the 148mm, yeah, that kind of sucked. As I was drilling, I just kind of felt the tear rolling down my cheek, like, oh no, what did I do? But anyway, I got it in there. As you can see, I'll try. There you go. She's in there. Now this hose that they provide does not like to be bent when it's cold. It is not a very nice to manipulate hose. But regardless, got her in there. And once you have the cone filter off, you can actually just stick your hand in the intake and with a little bit of lube, wiggle it from the bottom, push down on the top, and it slides in not that bad. So, for the inside, I'll show you just a quick picture. Careful not to ram it into my hoist here. There we go. Okay, that's enough for me. There we go. So, the little diaphragm, thought of the term after, it's right up there, as you can see it, right in the top left of the screen. Little green ring up there. That's your diaphragm. That's what's going to allow the system to stay sealed so you don't have air bypassing your MAF, causing all kinds of issues. Alrighty, sorry for it being so shaky. I'm using the tuner setup mount from my Super Duty, and it's not used to getting shook from having a couple of bumpy boys underneath the hood. So a couple of modifications on my car. It's got Kooks long tube headers with off-road X-pipe. It's got Corsa Sports. I used to have the Extremes, and they were exactly that. They were extreme. I loved it, but it was really loud, and I started to draw some unnecessary attention to myself, so I decided to downgrade to the Sports, and it is actually a little bit nicer to cruise, but definitely does not have the sound. I have a 2.4 pulley on, so I will get more boost. So you might notice it has a little bit more whine. It's got L&M cams. The throttle body is a 67mm dual blade or twin blade, whatever you want to call it. And the intake. I think that's all for engine mods that might play a part in any way that the car would sound different or anything like that from stock. So So let's see how she sounds. Definitely get a lot more supercharger whine. But one thing that I didn't see anywhere was when it is, say I'm in cruise control right now, you get a very slight hissing noise. I don't know if you can hear it. It's doing it right now. Now, if you have some music on, I'm sure it would be fine and manageable. But I can tell you right now that if you do not like any extra noise and you just wanted the supercharger whine and nothing else for it, this kit might not be for you. But the supercharger whine, you definitely can hear a lot more of it now. And I gotta say, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy that whine. Another pull here. That whine. That's awesome. Really can't tell you how big of a smile is on my face right now after hearing that whine. It's awesome. Alright, I'm gonna try and get some numbers for where you actually start to hear the whine. That was 4 pounds, you don't really get it. 7 pounds is noticeable. Noticeable. But again, you got that hiss that I really wish that wasn't there. That's going to be very difficult to deal with on a road trip. Might have to just buy another 90 and kind of block off this tube just so you don't get stir crazy from the hiss sound, because even with the radio on, I can still hear the hiss over top of it. So in short, if you can handle the hissing noise, then this kit is for you. But if you just want the whine and nothing else, this might not be the kit for you. As for myself, I'll probably buy another 90 and just have it set up so I can just pull the tube out and block it off with with that 90, and all will be happy. When I want the whine, I'll have it. When I want quiet in the cab, I'll have that too. And yeah, I honestly can't tell you if I'd buy this again. And that concludes the Foster whine mod.